Alright, YouTube, it was a nice road to start out on, where we turned on to Slope Creek, but it turned out to be shit, didn't it, Mark?
Yeah.
Good morning, YouTube. We're going to go and meet up with the rest of the road captains that are able to make it for a what we call a pre-ride, and we're going to do the pre-ride for this month's chapter ride down to Marietta, Ohio. Marietta is not that far. You can run straight down Route 7, but we're going to try to make it a funner route. I mapped one out on the Harley Ride Planner app. I know some things in the area, but I just mapped one out, and my HD app or whatever don't come up unless I'm up on the hill here. So we're going to go meet up for breakfast. We're going to try to put all that in and bring you guys along for the ride, and let y'all know some things you'd be looking for if you're planning on leading a group ride, and why it's important to pre-ride your route. Alright, YouTube, so you probably might be asking yourself, well, why do I need to do a pre-ride? Okay, well, you want to do a pre-ride so you can find crap like that in the road. Even if it's an area that you know or you think you know or you're familiar with, if you haven't rode it in a while, things can change. Watery roads, the roads away and all that stuff. You need to look for construction and stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie, this is a route that I've never been on. It just looked like it would be fun. Whenever I started mapping it out, it looked like a fun road. And I said, well, I'm going to pre-ride it.
Take the next left onto Ohio 9 Main Street, then turn right.
And we'll get to know it. One tip that I will give you, and you're not going to be able to do it
now
on
turn left.
Every single ride that you do, but trying to avoid intersections like this where you come up and you gotta make a left turn. You get, a blind corner there and a corner down there. So with a big group, it can be hard to get everybody out. So you need to take your time.
Onto Ohio 149, Belmont Warnock Road. Now turn right.
Pre-ride it on the day of the week that you're going to ride it. Today's Sunday.
4.8 miles.
Today's Sunday, which is Ty from Tennessee Day. We got Ty from Tennessee gear on. But pre-ride on the day you're going to ride it. We're going to ride this ride on Sunday because that's when we do our H.O.G chapter rides. So we're going to pre-ride on Sunday, because generally in local areas and stuff like that, the traffic flow is the same throughout the week and on the weekends. You got people doing all their stuff and, church and all that fun stuff. So you'll be able to get a good idea as to what kind of traffic backups and things of that nature you may run into. And just look for your road hazards, look for your bad spots in the roads, and point them out and know where they are. Then in your little pre-ride meeting for your safety speech or whatever you guys do, you can let people know, hey, look, there's some hazards, or, I know on this one, I have some unpaved roads planned. It is what it is. If they don't want to go down it, they don't have to go down it. I'm not sure how bad the unpaved roads are. If they're too bad and I'm not comfortable with it, I won't do it. I'll take it out. But that's why you do the pre-ride. If you do the pre-ride and you plan it out, it makes the actual ride that much more enjoyable for everybody. So that's just one of the things when you're out here and you're trying to plan group rides and things of that nature, and especially if you want to lead one. And if you're in a group or something like that and they're just going out and they're riding and they're not doing pre-rides and the rides are crappy, that's why. Because they're not doing pre-rides. Alright, YouTube, this is why we do the pre-rides. And you try to keep the group smaller. Still some nice scenery, but just really, really crappy road. It's my fault, but then again, that's why we do this. And when I mapped it out, what happened was I put 2 places that I wanted to stop in as locations. Well, when I got to the first location, I'm doing something wrong. I know I am. I'm not beating on them or thrashing on them. I'm just not good with technology. But I'm trying to figure it out. And I'm trying to suit it to where it'll work for me and suit my needs and do what I want it to do. And I've got that figured out. But I put them in as locations. And when I put them in as locations, once we got to the first location, that was it. It stopped my entire route. Now, it's been a long time since I've used the Ride Planner app and sent a route to the bike. But I remember that happening before. And I had done it once before, and I changed locations to waypoints. Therefore, when you get to them, you roll through them, your ride goes on. So that's an easier way to do it for me when I'm out here doing this stuff. But it's a gravel road, and it's the wrong road. We're actually going to go up here. They were looking, we had too many people on columns there, and Mark has the exact route that I want to take in on his phone, and he's helping me out with that on the intercom here. So this is 16 something. It's nice. I mean, I'd bring the wife out here or something like that, or a small group of 3 or 4 people. But if we get 15 or 20 people, you can't bring them on something like this. It'd be a disaster. And I knew that as soon as we came down it. Now, the other one that we stopped at, I wasn't recording because we were trying to figure the route out and all that stuff. But it's got about 50 yards of stuff like this, and then it turns to smooth asphalt. So that's not bad. We're just going to have people suck it up on that one. They're going to have to. And then we're going to go up here. We're going to end up going down Slope Creek. Now, when I looked at it and was doing on the Ride Planner, the Ride Planner doesn't show as good an imagery as Google Maps. So I was taking everything, converting it from Google Maps, blowing satellite imagery up off of Google Maps, and seeing. So Slope Creek actually looks like a really nice road, and it's got a boat launch and stuff. And we're going to try to throw that in on the ride. To be honest with you, this should have been a relatively quick ride if everything would have went smooth. But it's going to take a little bit of time. So we're going to go out here. We're going to make it right up here. We're going to get on. And, like I said, we're just going to figure it out. Try to make sure we plan some interesting points and things to see. Alright, YouTube, it was a nice road to start out on. Where we turned on to Slope Creek. But it turned out to be shit, didn't it, Mark? So, we're going to cancel out the reservoir number 3. We'll go down here and get turned around. It looks like it's a little piece down here. Google needs to update their maps because they showed this as being a blacktop road. So, they were wrong. So, there you go. Everybody out there that says Google it, Google's not always right. So, but then again, this is exactly why we do the pre-rides. So we can see because you're not going to bring a bunch of bikes up through here. I mean, I know Mark don't mind it. I know Paulie's used to this type of stuff. I know I don't like it. It's hard to turn.
That was a rough one.
It's not fun. I mean, I'm sure we get up here, it'll be beautiful. It looks like it's going to be. But, oh my God, is that rough. Need to bring Pan America out here.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to try to run off in this field here and turn around.
It's right around the corner. They want to go on down and look at it.
Yeah, they want to go down and look at it. They're on a trike,
Right
we're
there.
on 2 fucking wheels. It's
what?
thick.
Oh, yeah, he is. He's going to.
What'd Paulie say?
He said he'd scrap it for a hog ride.
Oh, yeah. People down here are probably going to be like, you guys are nuts. Alright, YouTube. We made it down through there, now we're trying to make it back out. That's the other thing about it. Some people turn around. I get that. I understand that. Us, well, they were yelling at me because they were like, it's only 50 feet right there. You know, go see it. You're here. You went through all the crap of getting here, so you might as well. So we went and we saw it. But we are not going to do it on the chapter ride. So the road was pretty crappy. And like I said, we'll just take off the route. But that's why we do the pre-rides. To see. I know some people would have turned around as soon as they saw gravel, but hey, you don't know. It could be a little patch of gravel and then it could get better. So we tried it. It didn't work. Now we're going to go out here, go on 800, run 800 over 26. See, that's what don't make sense. This road right here is so nice. Why couldn't it be like this all the way down? And we'll stop and check a couple other things out. YouTube, we just stopped by the Heldman Bridge there on Heldman Farm. A small group can do that, but a big group you really can't do. So there's 2 things I'm going to have to take out of the ride already. Which, again, remember, that's why you do the pre-ride. There was another bridge I was going to try to go to. I actually just hopped on the bike because it didn't look like it was that bad. So I just hopped on the bike real quick with no helmet on and run down this gravel road where this bridge is supposed to be at. And, well, I wouldn't take a street and trail bike down that. I had to get down there and get turned around. So that was fun. But we got it. And, you know, like I said, this is why you do the pre-rides. You make all the mistakes and all the errors on the pre-rides, and then you get all the bad out, and you try to make it as good of a ride as possible. We're going to go down here to the Boathouse Barbecue, get something for lunch. It's only, what, 1:30? So I figure if we bring a group through here stopping, we should be down here about 3 o'clock. Everybody be home by 6, is the way I'm looking at it. And just super fun roads, super nice, a lot of nice scenery and stuff. But our pre-ride's pretty much over. Like I said, I know this road. There was one area at 26 before we got to the covered bridges that they just chip sealed, but it's not bad. They rolled it and it's actually like riding across pavement. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to leave that section in there. And hopefully everybody has fun on the ride. Maybe we'll video the ride. We'll see what happens. And got something to eat. Nice barbecue place. Ride went really well. A couple things changed. No big deal. But we come over here to the ferry boat. We're going to try to outrun the rain. Jump across the river here. Try to outrun the rain. Plus, it's just something nice and fun to do. Pretty steady, pretty stable. A lot of people were a little overly concerned about putting a bike on a ferry boat, but they ain't going nowhere. Especially one this size. It's all good. But we're going to wrap this one up. We had a good day, good pre-ride. Got a route plan, got some things changed. Overall, I think it'll be a pretty fun ride. So, you know what we say. Ride fast, live slow. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. We'll see you all on the next one.